Hello and welcome to Mr. Walton's physics lessons. In today's lesson we'll be looking at gravitational potential energy from the energy topic of GCSE Science and GCSE Physics. By the end of the lesson you should be able to define gravitational potential energy, give some examples, and use the formula to make calculations. Any object in a gravitational field, like that of the Earth, has a store of gravitational potential energy, like the lady paragliding, or the man on the roof of a building. The greater the mass of an object and the higher it is above the ground, the greater the amount of energy in its gravitational potential energy store. Some examples of objects with gravitational potential energy are these boxes stacked on the shelves. The boxes on the higher shelves have the greater store of gravitational potential energy than those lower down. The woman lifting weights is doing work to increase the store of gravitational potential energy in the weights. The man climbing the steps is doing work to lift his own weight, so he's increasing his store of gravitational potential energy. Gravitational potential energy can be calculated using the formula, gravitational potential energy equals mass times gravitational field strength times change in height. Where the gravitational potential energy is measured in joules, the mass in kilograms, gravitational field strength in newtons per kilogram, and the change in height in meters. This is normally shortened to GPE equals mgh. Before we move on, let's remind ourselves about the gravitational field strength. The Earth's gravitational field acts towards the center of the planet. This pulls every object on the surface with a force of 9.81 newtons per kilogram. We normally round this up to 10 newtons per kilogram. So for the questions coming up we will say G equals 10 newtons per kilogram. Let's try a few example questions. Question 1. A librarian lifted a set of books with a total mass of 2.8 kilograms from the floor onto a shelf 1.6 meters high. Calculate the increase in gravitational potential energy stored in the books as they are put on the shelf. Pause the lesson and restart when you're ready to check your answer. Let's check the answer. Firstly, write the formula GPE equals mgh. Then substitute in the numbers, so GPE equals 2.8 times 10 times 1.6. Giving our answer of 44.8 joules. Question 2. A boy let off a model rocket of mass 0.65 kilograms and it reached a maximum height of 96 meters. Calculate the increase in gravitational potential energy stored in the rocket at its highest point. Pause the lesson and restart when you're ready to check your answer. Go through the same process as question 1. So GPE equals mgh equals 0.65 times 10 times 96, giving a change in gravitational potential energy of 624 joules. So to summarize, you need to know that gravitational potential energy is the energy stored in objects in a gravitational field, and it is measured in joules. It is calculated using the formula, gravitational potential energy equals mass times gravitational field strength times change in height. Or GPE equals mgh. If you found this lesson useful, please give it a like and subscribe to see future lessons. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.